Hello everybody, Rufel here, and I bring to you our next game, which, as I'm sure you can guess, is the next entry in the X series, number 5. As I've alluded to, I don't like this game, but a lot of that is my own personal problem. One of them being that, well, I'm bad at playing these games and should perhaps just stick with the lower difficulties. However, the other major thing I don't like in this game is its storyline that the game insists on shoving down our throats. You'll see what I mean shortly enough. Oh, and don't get used to animated cutscenes. It's only found during the introduction for this one. Everything else is still frame. So, let's not beat around the bush. Let's just get started. There's a training option in this game. It is actually quite good at explaining the game and all that stuff. Give it a go if it's a first. But if this is your first exposure to the series, I'd recommend stepping back and trying X4. The game is a lot easier. On that note, I'm going to play this game in the same fashion I did X4, because I actually found that to be more enjoyable for me. We'll do things as X and 0 separately. Mostly for the sake of actually being able to see all the dialogue differences. Well, let's begin with X. And let us actually see the opening story. Episode 5. Not as good as Star Wars Episode 5. You have some guy in the debris. He's bored. Back to the Earth. Scatter the virus. Gee, I wonder who that could be. We're never going to get rid of Sigma. It's just the way of it. Oh yeah, that's what they do. No comment. Okay. Yeah, I would say they are. Yes, no voice acting, no animated cutscenes. It's all text and still screens.
Ready?
Woo! However, unlike all the previous games, X has kept his armor from X4. So Sigma appeared, moved towards the statue that's under construction, and they lost the trail. 0 went there as well, and they've lost contact. X, find out what's going on. It's over there. Watch out for the Mavericks. Woo! See? Cannon upgrade is the plasma shot. Get him, X. Yeah. Getting hit by everything is not a good strategy. Alia is going to be introducing us to perhaps the worst part of this game. which technically it's per, but more appropriately it is that the game will tell us about how to avoid stuff and all that jazz, tell us about what's upcoming through those text boxes that we cannot skip. They will only not show up if you've already done the stage. Walls could collapse at any moment. Try not to get trapped. Take advantage of the lay of the terrain. Oh. Oh yes. It's another difference in this game. Our bullets do not travel through the terrain. And we can duck. The ducking mechanic is by far one of the stupidest additions to the game. I'll explain that later. Well, I'll explain it now, why not? There are situations where you have to duck. No, I don't see a rope. Oh, it's over there. There are situations where you have to duck. But in those situations, basically, X or Zero cannot stand at full height. But if you let go of the down button to stop ducking, or you take a hit, you'll die instantly. The servos in X's legs are powerful enough to crush his skull, and he's too dumb to realize that, apparently. Zero went up there. Watch out for the guard system. Climb the walls quickly. Woo! Oh. Ammo things. Oh yes, and as a different point of note, our armor is not as powerful as it used to be, because we've lost our Nova Strike. Shame, really. The Statue of Liberty, or not. Zero! What happened to your arm? That's a very valid question. Well, if you say so, buddy. How would X know that? Can't pick up any readings. Well, there's your problem. You have to feel his evil energy. Okay. Well, you go back to base. I'll handle this. I'll leave so as not to disturb you. Alright, Zero, you do your thing. Be very careful. Speaking of Sigma, here he comes. No, you've ruined the former artwork that statue was. Feel the true power of a Maverick. Whatever. Bring it. You know what I mean about this thing being noisy? Well, that's the reason why I didn't take it in X4. It just makes so much noise. Can't really argue with its power, though. Woohoo! Let's see how things went for Zero on that mission. X did okay. Yes. Can you hear me? Zero. Sigma appeared. Move towards the statue. X is en route. Follow and regroup. It's the statue by going that way. And everything else is essentially the same. Aha! What do we get by playing as Zero instead of X? Well, as we had noticed, Zero's arm cannon had been ripped off. On his arm was his Z-Buster. Yay! Zero has a ranged attack. The only problem is it's terrible. Let's go, Zero. And here we have the exact same dialogue as she said to X. I will be skipping repeats like that as much as possible. It's a good thing that it's made clear, even in the tutorial, that for Zero, his Z-Buster is a secondary weapon. It's okay, it's just slow to fire. I guess that's really its only problem. Also, as you may have noticed, Zero starts with his air dash, but he does not have his double jump. Oh well. Walls could collapse at any second. Don't get squashed. Yeah, like that. Zero also cannot shoot through the terrain, but I'm sure you were expecting that. Oh. See the other problem. Zero can't fire while ducking. He can swing his sword though. Yeah, it's still over there. Whee! Statue. They need to do something about the athlete's foot. You know, that is a very dangerous guard system. It seems a little overkill. Let's go see what happened to X. Whoa. X got brutalized. And his armor was damaged. Alas, his armor from X4 is no longer usable. So, if you start as Zero, you get to have the Z-Buster, but no fourth armor for X. Or if you start as X, then you get to have the fourth armor, but you lose the Z-Buster. And for all intents and purposes, that fourth armor is far more valuable than the Z-Buster. However, the ending of the game does imply that to get the game's best ending, you need Zero to have his Z-Buster. It implies that, but such is apparently not the case. We shall see. Now Zero's getting Now Zero's getting philosophical on us. Hunters and Mavericks are very similar. We all simply exist. You okay, Zero? X's best line had just been said. Nothing but dots. Zero, be careful. Yeah, X is in much better shape than Zero was. But enough of that. It's time to deal with Sigma. Haha! When I die, you will finally know the true power of a Maverick. Wait. So I can strike you down, but you'll become more powerful than we could possibly imagine? I feel like calling you on that bluff. Aha! Ow. My face! Like this! Now to find out what he meant. Woohoo! Cutscene! Yes, he was full of the Sigma virus! Spreading all over the world! Somehow the Reploids are being damaged by it. This isn't swine flu, it's a computer virus. How are they getting it? Evacuate! Hey, Alia. No, we're fine. Hey, boss, what's up? Okay. Get back to base. Don't bother Zero with the Vax X, he just wants a fight. It's worse than expected. Affecting both people and Reploids. That's a nasty virus. A nasty computer virus. Space Colony Eurasia is heading for us. Crash into the Earth. 16 hours. Including Reploids and the entire... How big is Eurasia? Is it the size of the moon or something? Is it the moon? Sounds sensible, but how are we going to do that? It's apparently gargantuan. Great big laser guns that should do it. How's the space shuttle gonna help? Oh, it's a backup plan. Got it. Oh, what about the gun? It's in bad shape, boss. Build it up with some devices. A lot of Maverick Hunters have gone Maverick because of the virus. Very few remain. Let's join forces. Make this work. Hoorah! Zero did about as well as X did, I guess. Oh well. Next time we'll get to meet the Mavericks. We'll see you then. Later.